with our new $35 virtual product. So this is an extremely exciting time. Now, for those of you that are new to our presentation, I'm going to touch on this. Text Cash Network is a free business model. Let's not ever forget that. Let's not ever go away from that or veer off of it, because folks, this is designed for the long haul. Not a 1 year, not a 2 year business, not a 3 year business. This is decades in length. So folks, you've got to have your patience here, because we are designed and we're setting up to be a network marketing arena. Gene Johnson is designing Text Cash Network to be the #1 ever business model in the network marketing industry. And folks, who better to do it than a gentleman who has produced not 1, not 2, not 3, but soon to be 4 million member companies. It's never been done before, folks. He is the network marketing master. He is the #1 network marketing guru in the history of home-based businesses, of network marketing, of multi-level marketing. He is the best. And he has created the absolute epitome, the acme, the apex, the best of the best business in Text Cash Network. Once again, it's a business model, folks, that is designed on text messaging that will allow merchants of the world to take their products to the consumers of the world via text. And folks, if you don't see what's happening, what we're doing is we're bringing in opportunities after opportunities after opportunities into Text Cash Network. And as we grow into the tens of millions of people, we will have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, involved in each of these opportunities. Well, what's going to happen is every one of these opportunities, as well as all the worldwide merchants around the world, are going to jump on the back of Text Cash Network and utilize them to get their products marketed to the world. So you need to get excited about that, because it's coming. And you know, the frustration that you've got to put that aside, because you cannot launch the best network marketing business, the best business idea in history until it's ready to go. And if you look back at the history of network marketing, folks, you've got companies like Amway, Avon, Herbalife, Nu Skin, companies that have been around for years and years and years. And when they launched, folks, they did not grow near the rate Text Cash Network did. We are currently the #4 top game company in the world across the last 6 months. That's an impressive feature, folks. That means that we have been stable over 6 months in our growth. No other company in history has done that. And folks, you look at a company like Avon, Amway, and so forth. They started off so slow, so slow. After 10 years in the industry, they were minuscule compared to where we're at within our first year with Text Cash Network. And the future only gets brighter, folks. So #1, we are a free business model. But now let's take it to the next. Gene Johnson is designing Text as the Walmart of network marketing. One-stop shopping for anything and everything you're looking for to put some extra money in your pocket weekly, monthly, annually. If you're looking for financial freedom, you're going to find it with Text Cash Network. Generational wealth, you're going to find it with Text Cash Network. And we're going to show you how here very shortly. But folks, we've already got so many opportunities available for you within Text Cash Network. All you have to do is utilize the opportunities. Already we've got My Tweet Finder. We've got My Locks, and we've got the Worldwide Travel Butler coming available very shortly. We've got the Mail Enhancement Tablet. We've got the Electronic Tablet coming available. We've got a handful of products you aren't even aware of that are coming. Folks, it's just going to get better and better every single day that are with Text Cash Network. So folks, the future's bright. 2013 is going to be the best year of your life in network marketing history. Now let's get over to what everybody's excited about. And before I do, I want to extend a one-day belated happy birthday to one of our biggest leaders with Text Cash Network, Mrs. Rach David. Rach, we love you, and we hope you had a fantastic birthday. No, my best wishes are out to you. Her birthday was together, folks. And now we're going to go over to, we're going to kick it over to screen share here on the Excel spreadsheet. And we're going to talk just a little bit about what's launching Tuesday. Folks, Tuesday, our $35 virtual product cutoff date comes about. So if you've not signed up for this yet, get signed up. I'm going to show you briefly how this works. And then we're going to go to Dunn. We're going to go to Ralph. We're going to let them weigh in on their excitement about it. And then we're going to get out of here. Folks, there's 4 types of coded sales with the $35 virtual product. Now you need to understand, when you make a sale, it's coded somewhere. There are only 4 types of codings. When you make a sale, over here on the left of the screen, you'll see the little cross I have that's moving around, or the cursor. Your sales will either be product coded, upline coded, seller coded, or charity coded. And folks, charity coded goes exactly to what it says. Charity. We are in hopes that we can provide millions, if not tens of millions of dollars to charities around the world to improve the well-being of others in need. Folks, in our sales here, here's how it breaks down. The very first sale that you make of the $35 virtual product, sale number 1 is a product coded sale. That means it goes to the cost of the virtual product and everything that goes with it. Everybody's first sale is product coded. You go to your second sale. This is an upline coded sale. This goes to your sponsor if they have signed up and if they are qualified to participate in the $35 virtual product. If they have not signed up, if they have not activated, it will go to the first person in your upline who has paid their $35. So folks, this is reason for you to get signed up if you haven't already. Because anybody in your downline, if you have a downline of any sort and they sign up and their sponsor did not activate, this upline coded sale is coming up the charts to you if you are next in line. And you have no idea, if you have a team of any sort, how many of these will come up to you. Now we go down to sale number 3. Is a seller-coded bonus. This means it comes directly to you. This is your sale, your coded bonus. Sale number 4 is an upline coded again. This goes to your sponsor or the first qualified person who has signed up for the $35 virtual product in your upline. Sale number 5 is a seller coded again. This comes to you. And this is seller coded to you forever. So we've dealt with the first 5 levels, first 5 sales. Now let's come over here and see how this works. Let's see how this makes money for you. You make 5 sales, we just showed over here. 2 of these 5 sales, as you can see right here, sale number 3 and sale number 5, are seller coded. That means they come back to you. These are your sales forever. Now folks, what happens and how this works is we teach, we coach, we tutor, we mentor duplication. We teach our team how to duplicate. And if you can do that in 2013, you will set yourself free financially. You will create generational wealth. You will be living on the beaches of the world if you so choose. Let's see how this happens. So I make 5 sales. 2 of them are seller coded right here. I teach my 2 personal sales how to duplicate. My 2 sales each go out and they get 5 people. 2 of those, if you come over here, are upline coded. So these 2 people, let's call them sale A and sale B, they each make 5 sales. So sale A makes his 5 sales here. He's going to get 2 seller coded directly to him, but he's also going to produce 2 upline coded sales that come to me. That's where this 4 comes from. Sale A and sale B each create 5 sales. 2 of sale A's 5 come to me as upline coded. 2 of sale B's come to me as upline coded. So now I have 4 more. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to get back with these 2 people. And I'm going to teach them. And I'm going to show them how to mentor, how to tutor, and how to never say die, how to keep going forward and press and press and make these 4 people understand that their job is not done. Their job is to get 5 people. These 4 people go out and they get their 5. And these are mine. And they each get their 5. 2 of each of these people's 5 sales are upline coded. 4 times 2 is 8 coded sales to me. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to teach this again to these 4 people along with these 2 people. I don't ever let these 2 people out of my sight. Because once these 2 people learn and they teach these 4, then it's my job and these 2 sales' job to teach these 4 how to create these 8 coded sales that are coming to me. And once that occurs, folks, then it's not just my job and these 2 people, but it's also these 4 and these 8 people to teach them how to create 5 sales so that I have 16 additional coded sales. Now, folks, you need to follow me on this. Because if you sign somebody up and they do nothing, if you don't stay with them and see that they produce, your output might not look like this. But let's just say for a second that you could follow this. And let's say each level, and we're going to put a easily doable time frame on this, that each level here, level 1, 2, 3, and so forth, that you give 30 days. So I sign up 2 people, or 5 people, and 2 of them are coded to me. So I go to my 2 people and I say, hey, listen, you've got 30 days in which to bring in 5 people. And they accomplish that. Here we are, level 2. I go to these 4 people along with my 2 seller coded here. Me and these 2 go to these 4 and we say, you've got 30 days in which to create 5 sales. And they accomplish that. And now it's me, my 2 seller coded, my 4 upline coded. We come down here, we say, guys, you 8 people have 30 days in which to create 5 sales, 2 of which will be upline coded to me. That's why I'm so interested in this. Well, let's see what happens after 8 months, folks. Now, you got to remember, 8 months, and what we're doing, 5 sales in a month. If you were a mom and pop business, if you had a brick and mortar store, if you could not create 1 to 2 sales a week, your business is going to close. And folks, that's what's going to happen here if you just let it go by. This is a business. Treat it that way. It is a global business available to you. At the end of 8 months, folks, here, if you add up these sales, 256, 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, and 2, add those up and multiply it by $35. In 8 months, you have created a $17,000 plus monthly income by making sure that you teach duplication and that you teach people within 1 month, within a 30-day span, to get 5 people. Folks, in the regular world, if you don't make 5 sales a day in a brick and mortar business, you're closing your doors shortly. This is not difficult, but the one thing I will tell you, it's going to take duplication. You're going to have to be willing to put in the time to mentor, coach, and teach all of these people. But if you do it, look what happens. And you want to go 1 more month? Now you're looking at over $30,000 a month. And I know a lot of the people in this presentation are going, "Oh man, I can't do that." You can. There are people on this presentation right now that will achieve this. I assure you. My co-host, one of my co-hosts here, probably both of them, are going to achieve this. If you want it, it will occur, but it's going to take work. It's going to take time. But look at the excitement, folks. This is just on 5 sales. Now let's pop over here to 10 sales. Take a look at this, folks. 10 sales gets you 5 seller coded. Look how much faster it increases. 5 to begin with. On the next level, these 5 go out and they each get 5. That creates 15. They each go out and, or excuse me, these 5 go out and get 10 sales. That creates 15 seller coded for you. These 15 go out and get 10. That creates 45. Look how much faster it increases. But you don't have to worry so much about this and the 20 sales and the 50 sales, because as this builds, folks, this is going to build. This is going to naturally occur over to here into 10, 20, 50. It's going to naturally occur because as this happens, your name is going to become the most popular of anybody you know. Everybody is going to hit you up. How did you do that? What are you doing? What do I have to do? And all of a sudden, your 5 sales turn into 20. It's a lot of coaching, a lot of hard work. But if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, look at the results, folks. Over here on level 6, I've got 64 sales. Over here on level 6, I've got 34,000. I don't even want to talk about the money you're going to make there, folks. It's beyond what you can believe. You can check it out right down here. $1.5 million a month. It's all about teaching and coaching, folks. It's not rocket science. You've got the golden goose at your disposal. You've got a opportunity that takes 5 sales, and if you don't want to produce another one, you don't have to. And it's a $35 product that anybody can afford, and anybody would be willing to pay to take a shot at financial freedom for life. All you have to do is coach, teach, motivate, and mentor. That creates duplication. Now, folks, I'm going to go to one of my co-hosts here, Mr. Don Ezagio. I want you to give it up for him. Don is an absolute leader with Text Cash Network, and I want him to weigh in on his thoughts of this $35 virtual product and anything else that he'd like to discuss this evening. Folks, this is Mr. Don Ezagio. Don, are you there?
Yeah, hello, Eddie.
Yes, Don, take it away. Yes, sir, okay. I am. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Don Ezagio. I'm based in USA, in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, this is an exciting opportunity that Text Cash Network is bringing to our doorsteps, to our table. If you have been invited and you are yet to sign up, I tell you, after this webinar, I advise you to go and sign up because you are in for a big thing for your life. You are in the middle, in the sea of wealth. Okay? I want to emphasize something in addition to what Eddie has said so far. One, I want to emphasize that the example Eddie is giving and the example we have been given about getting 5 people, making 5 to be your focus, is a one-time 5 people that you need to get. One time. It's not 5 people every month. Except you decide to increase to 10, 15, 20, and the more you increase, the more earning power you have. So the 5 people you are getting to start with, just 5 once in a lifetime. And if you get the 5, it's going to make you. It's going to establish you, just like you can see in the Excel analysis you have there. When you get 5, you're going to have 2 sales credits allotted to you, coded to you, and thereafter it's going to be upline code, upline code, upline code, upline code, till infinity. There is no limit to the depth of how much code you'll be getting. You can see it. And I remember too, when Gene was doing the analysis, he said along the line in your lower levels, understand, you might just have somebody who might go beyond the 5 and get 20 or get 50. and that will be additional more code that will be coming to you. And when we're talking about code, we're talking about $35 per allocation, per code. So it is money that's been allocated to you. As people are subscribing to the Digital Networkers magazine, you are getting the 100% $35 into your, it's being coded to you. Do you understand me? So the point I'm going to make here is the 5 people you are getting is not 5 people every month, so that you don't have that kind of conception. So have it in mind now, is the 5 people, and if your focus in life is get 5 and that's what you want to get, that's okay. So the next you need to do, make sure that you have a good foundation for the 5 people. You understand? If you have a good foundation for the 5 people, right from the beginning, you've told each of them, one, do you have $35? And he said yes. Can you get 5 people on board to duplicate you? Make sure you establish those 2 things. $35 plus 5 people. If you build the foundation very well, you might not, because some people might get scared of, oh, how do I have to be monitoring and be coaching all these people in level 1, in level 2, and all the rest. If you lay your foundation very well, the team will build up and to grow that way, because from beginning you already told them it involves $35 plus getting 5 people. So nobody will come to you and say, oh, you only told me I'm going to bring $35 and I'm going to make thousands of dollars. You understand me? So it's $35 plus effort. And the effort in this case now is getting 5 people on board. So if you lay the foundation very well, the system will grow, and it will grow, and you're going to be rejoicing in the near future. Do you understand me? So another point I want to make here is, like I said, $35 plus effort, and the effort is getting the 5 people on board. Now, the effort is getting, okay, I'm coming, just give me a minute. This is not gambling. This is not an investment or passive income where you say, oh, I'm bringing $35. Like I said earlier today, that if somebody tells you I have $35, I cannot get 5 people, just pass the person by. Don't bother about him, because his person is going to be a liability. And tomorrow, they will come back to you that you said, oh, if I get $35, I'm going to make more money. And meanwhile, they didn't put any effort. So if you have somebody who is telling you to your face, oh, I can raise $35, but I don't have the stress to get 5 people, don't take his $35 and don't encourage the person. Tell the person to go and get his 5 people. When he has gotten them ready, he can come and bring his $35 and sign up. So with that, he has gotten his 5 people on board. Do you understand me? Okay, so because this is not gambling, and this is not investment, not a passive income where you just put in money and the money will be hidden for you. So let's get it straight. So I'm trying to hammer on that. Now I want to give you a scenario. You know, if you are working, what you do in any working place you are having, you're going to work, you are selling your God's given time and labor to earn the $10 per hour you are earning. I'll repeat. If you are working and you are being paid for the work, okay? Maybe you are working in McDonald's, or you're working in, name it, you understand me? You are selling your God's given time and your labor to get $10 per hour. At the end of the day, you're going to put in about 8 hours. Not just the timing, not just showing up at work, the timing and your labor, and you're going to earn $80 for a day. Multiply the $80 for a day times a week, maybe 40 hours in a week. That gives you about $400 in a week. It's a good earning. I'm not against that. But if you look at what you're having here, the effort is getting 5 people, which you can get within a week, or you can get it within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But I would advise, give a focus, give a target to whoever you are bringing on board. That, listen, can you get 5 people within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks? Because at the end of 30 days, it's expected you're going to pay the next $35 for the auto ship. You understand me? So, but if you can get your 5 people within 1 week, and those 5 people begin to duplicate, before you know it, before the end of the month comes, you've gotten multiple incomes, multiple earnings in your account that will take care of auto ship, and you have a lot of money that you can withdraw out, and money too you can put in other product areas in TechCard network. Do you understand me? So the point I'm trying to make is this: when you look at the amount of time you put into your work and the labor you put into your work to earn your $10 per hour or $8 per hour or $15 per hour, compared to, please, I'm not saying you should go and resign or tender resignation. I'm just trying to do a kind of comparison so that you can reason along with me. That everything in life involves effort. So if somebody is trying to shy away from, oh, I cannot get 5 people because I don't know somebody, you can't be telling me you don't know somebody when we have a population of 7 billion in the whole earth. Look at your phone contact. Look at your email contact. Look at your Facebook contact. Look at your neighbors, your schoolmates, your colleagues at work, maybe your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. You understand me? But I tell you, this business, this subscription to the Networkers magazine is a blessing to anybody you are bringing to each our table. Do you understand me? So if you look at it, how much is involved? 35 is so marginal. You're getting 5 people. So somebody should not tell me I cannot get 5 people. But when you compare the getting of 5 people that you can get once in your lifetime compared to what you are earning in your working place now, which one is better off? Which one consumes more energy? Do you understand me? Wouldn't it be nice for you to put in all your energy and get the 5 people and let it be so that you can be earning residually even while you are doing your work? So over time, maybe in the next 6 months or 1 year, and you have accumulated a lot of coded sales that come in your favor. Maybe you are now having about what you have in this screen now, which is showing 32,000 coded sales, and you are now $1.1 million every month. Oh my God. Nobody will advise you to go and resign so I can be a master of your time and your labor. Do you understand me? So that is why I'm trying to bring that analogy to you, that which one is easier to do? Getting 5 people or putting more energy, sometimes you have to go to work 12 hours. How much are you being paid? Nothing to write. You are just selling away your time, and you should be the owner and the manager of your time. Okay? That God has given to you. So that is one of the areas I want to emphasize so that we can know that this thing is achievable. 5 people is not getting 5%. If you make your people to understand the business, like I said earlier on today, I'm going to round up very fast, please. I said earlier on today, ask them about 3 questions. One, do you want to be more wealthy? Do you know that this question I asked somebody today? I said, do you want to be more wealthy? The guy said, I'm wealthy. I said, oh, good. Thank God. I said, do you want to be more wealthy? I said, the question said, do you want to be more wealthy? Because I know there are some people who claim they are wealthy, and there are some people who are not even not rich. So whichever one you belong to, you will say, I want to be more wealthy. And that will be yes. You understand? The next question is, the first question is, do you want to be more wealthy or want to remain the same state? You want to remain status quo for life? Definitely the person is going to tell you yes. So the second question is this: can you raise $35 only, $35 that you can use to subscribe to a digital product called Networkers magazine, and that will be giving you money that will make you wealthy in life? Oh, the guy will say $35. Well, I can do that because $35, you can waste it. You can use $35 to do it. Like today now, I know how much my wife and I said how much we have spent on the family to go and buy some things against tomorrow, that after eating tomorrow, at the end of the day, it's going to end up in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Do you understand me? But this is something that you can put into a business and you subscribe into a program that is going to yield for you and build up and build up and build, and you'll be earning from it forever. Do you understand me? So the next question is, can you raise the $5? And the guy will tell you, oh yes, I can get the $5. And the third question, can you get 5 people who can sign up under your test candle referral link, who will be able to duplicate and subscribe to the same network magazines? After I've shown you what are the benefits, what are the things you're going to gain from the business, the person will think about it and say, okay, show me the detail of the business. By the time you go into the detail of the business and show him what the person is going to make and what the $35 is going to bring to his life, I'm telling you, the person will tell you, say, oh man, I'm not bringing 5, I'm going to bring 10. Do you understand me? But it's always good to start with 5. Because when you tell somebody 10, it looks scary. You understand me? Not that you cannot get it, but start with 5. By the time you get 5, you move to the next number, which is 10. Okay? So I think that's what I need to chip in at this very point. Yeah, thank you, Eddie, and thank you for the audience too. Eddie, you're welcome, please. Hello, Eddie. I hope.
Sorry about that, Dunn.
Okay.
Yeah, I was, I lost my mouse there for a second. But,
okay.
Hey, yeah, thank you so much, Dunn. Folks, Dunn's exactly right. I mean, I hope you listen to everything that he said. He's one of our leaders, and he answers so many questions on the group page. Take to heart everything he says, folks, because he is right. You got to go out there and get 5, regardless. You know, if you know people on Facebook, if friends, family, relatives. He even mentioned ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, whatever. And he's right. That's what it takes. You have got to assure yourself success. And by creating 5 sales for yourself, you've taken step 1 of creating your financial success story for the upcoming year. Here we are almost into December, almost into the new year, and wouldn't it be nice if you are completely set that at the beginning of the year, not only are you already making money through the $35 virtual product, but you are already taking the steps to reach levels 2, 3, 4, 5, so that 2013 is the year that you step to another level of financial freedom and generational wealth. And you need to understand, folks, 95+% of the wealthiest people in America are self-made people. They found an opportunity and they made the most of it. That can be you. But it is not going to happen without a little bit of hard work. If you're willing to put in the time, if you're willing to coach, mentor, tutor, and teach duplication, it's available to you. Now, folks, I want to bring in one more gentleman. I need to see, I got to find him here. I'm not seeing him right now. If he's not with us, oh, there he is. Ralph, I'm going to open up your mic. Ralph, are you there? Ralph, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, Eddie?
Yeah, I sure can. You might speak up just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, and folks, Ralph, let me introduce you here. Folks, I want to tell you one thing about Mr. Ralph Anderson. He's a lifetime networker, 38 years plus in the industry, top money earner at multiple companies along the way. He's got over 500 personally sponsored members with Text Cash Network. He is a leader of Text Cash Network. And folks, take to heart everything he says because he's done it. He's been there. He's been at the top multiple times. Here he is at the top again with Text Cash Network. Listen to what he says. He is a great friend. I appreciate him taking the time. Ralph, take it away.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks, everyone. Don, you did a great job. You got a little excited there, though, but that's what the rest of this is all about. Folks, I want to cover a couple things. I'm not going to take much time. As Eddie said, tomorrow is a big day in the United States. We're all going to be getting together with family, friends, and loved ones, and that, to celebrate Thanksgiving. But let me ask you a question. If there's someone on here from other countries, raise your hand or, whatever, but isn't every day Thanksgiving? Stop and think about it. Every day we're able to get out of bed. Every day we're able to come to our computer and work on this business. Isn't every day Thanksgiving? That's how I start my day every day. And this is with the help of Gene Johnson, because about 2.5, 3 years ago, when I first met Gene, I was lost. I went through some very, very tough times, and I got with Gene, and I told him, I said, I'll tell you what, if you work with me and that, I'll make you proud, and I'll never work another program again. And I don't even look at other ones. I might glance at them, but the only reason I do is just that they might be competition to us, because I'm the one that's out there at $750 a join and $35 a month, and it's just a video email. Has everybody got the video email account? If you haven't, right now is the time to have it. You can go in there and do a video email to loved ones. You can do a video email. You can go in there and maybe there's some family that you can't get to see, you can't do things with. Man, I'm telling you, you can go in there and do it now. We had a night here a while back that I sent a bunch of video emails out because I've actually been with that IYLE for quite some time through Gene, and I've been using this for quite a while, and I just love it. To me, I love receiving video emails. It's better than receiving some of these, some of these people they'll send me an email. Ralph, we'll pay your way in. Ralph, we'll build your group for you. And I'm thinking, you don't even have a clue of what my group is, and it just amazes me that this year, when you get something that says you have received a video email, it's almost like text messaging. You get a much, much better response, and it's just amazing, and as we were talking, as I was listening tonight, I'm listening and I see Eddie's, going through this chart here, and he said you get the 2 and the 4 and 8 and 16, and he's going down and showing you what you can make. Folks, I've been sick this past week. I'm trying to get better, but I get bronchitis almost every year this time, and it's lingering on. But the other day, unless I was dreaming, I received an email from Gene, and it said, if you want to be successful, go out and sponsor one person every 10 days and help them do the same thing. Sponsor one person every day. And you can't spend all the money that you would make. And he's not lying. Folks, I did some numbers crunching as Eddie was talking tonight. And just at the end of what was it, 180 days. So because I like to build my business based on where am I going to be in 30 days? Where am I going to be in 45 days? Where am I going to be in 60? In 90? In 120? In 180? See, because then you're going and you're setting goals. And what have I always told you? You gotta have whys. You gotta have goals. Don't be the goal just to make money. Be the goal to how many people, if you go out and get one every 10 days, and they get that, and they get one every 10 days, and they get one every 10 days, how many people's lives are they changing? I've been even though I've been sick, I've been doing some home meetings for a couple of people, and I went into this house the other day, and I mentioned it the other night on the webinar. I went into this house, and this gentleman, he's been looking for me for about a year because I had talked to him about a year ago about the text messages, and he was excited, and I said, hey, I got something even better than that. And folks, we all, most of us, when we came into this business, we came into the text messages. But the text messages can't even begin to shed light on what we have with this $35 program. It's right there. It's spelled out right there in front of us. And I'm telling you, I listened to Eddie, and he says, we've got the diloxin, and we've got the my travel butler, we have the male stimulation things, and we have my tweet finder, and he says we've even got 2 or 3, 4 or 5 that's not even come down. I mean, was you guys on the other day when Gene said something about we're going to have like a jewelry store where you go and buy a $10,000 Rolex watch, or how about getting your car through that, and when you do, you're going to be put in a 3x7 matrix? Well, can you imagine if we all go and buy a car, the money that's going to be there for a 3x7 matrix? I mean, it's mind-boggling. I mean, we all want it to happen, and we all want it to happen overnight. But the bottom line is Eddie and Dunn has stated, nothing happens overnight. But if you have a business and you don't make at least one sale a day, you don't have a business. So my question is, how many people on this webinar tonight has talked to somebody today about this? How many people have actually sat down today and explained what we have? If you're not talking to 5 to 10 people a day, especially the people in the United States, come on, tomorrow. I know tomorrow I'm going to my niece's house, All five of my nieces are going to be there. My two kids are going to be there. The boyfriend and girlfriend of my kids are going to be there. You know, my brothers, my sister, you know, we're probably going to have 40, 50 people over the course of the day. And as time goes on, people's going to be, you know, sliding in there, you know, maybe just have a piece of pie or a turkey sandwich or something like that. How many, if you guys are in the same situation as me, are you going to talk to? I'll probably be told by my niece that, hey, give them a break, you know. No, if you want me there, you got to let me be me, you know, and that's how I feel because, you know, it's my one brother and it's his kids that we're going to be at. So I'm in essence going to work for him to build his business. But they're everywhere. Can you imagine going into a McDonald's, going into Burger King, going into a Dollar General, you know, just minimum wage jobs, if even that, if even that. And you can show somebody that for a mere $35 it can change their lives. Come on. How many times are you in the gas station and someone walks up and they go, I want a carton of cigarettes. I seen a guy buy a carton of cigarettes the other day, $67 a carton. My goodness, he could have got two people in this business. Him and somebody else. He could put him and his wife in. And you know what? This business is going to allow him to do things instead of putting that cigarette in his mouth and killing himself. I'm not going to go into that because I'm not big into smoking and that, but you know, and I've got a girl on here tonight. She's my son's girlfriend, and she's been making pretty much 80 to 85% of all the webinars. You know why? She graduated high school last year. She has probably put her application in 30, 40, 50 times. Nobody's hiring. Nobody's hiring for minimum wage jobs at Christmas time. I mean, you know, during the Christmas season, the holiday season's coming up. It used to be you could walk any place and get a job. Now no one wants that. You have to know somebody. You literally have to know somebody to get a minimum wage job. You know, and you know, it's not going to get any better. The only way for the people in the United States, the people in countries all over the world, the only way we're going to make this better is to go out and do this. See, Jason Johnson didn't put this business together just so everybody could have an extra $5,000 for Christmas. You know, if I don't have $5,000 for Christmas, I don't care because I know I'm going to have it down the road. You know, and it's going to come in month after month, and it's going to be more than $5,000. But I'm just saying, what would $5,000 a month do to anybody on this call? You know, Dunn made the statement. He talked to a guy, and the guy says, "I'm already rich." They're the best kind of people to talk to because they've got money, and if they actually will take the time to look at this, they're in. There's no doubt about it. They're in because they're looking at saying, I only have to pay $35. You know, there's people out there that they just literally, you know, they literally are looking for guidance. Ask yourself this question, and I'm not going to talk much longer, but ask yourself this one question. If you can help 10 people change your lives in 2013, how would that make you feel? And now my answer is, if you help 10 people change their lives, now stop and think, you get 10 and you help them change their lives, you now got 5 coded you. And if we can teach that, and you help 10 people, just you, how many of you think they're going to help? 10, and they're going to help. 10, and they're going to help. 10, and they're going to help. 10. Well, I don't know how many levels I went, 4 or 5, but you know, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, what, 6 levels deep? You're helping over 1 million people. But just think of when that happens, you got over 1 million people that's doing this 10th level of the charity code. It's $35 million a month going to charity. I'm big on the Jerry Lewis telethon. I started watching Jerry Lewis telethon when I was 13 years old, camping out with my sister and brother-in-law, and I donated money to Jerry Lewis telethon since I was 13 years old. And what we don't see where that money goes. Is it really going to where it should? I really honestly hope it is. But this charity code, where you help 20, and now you got 2. It's mind-boggling, folks. It's mind-boggling. What do you want? What do you want, and what are you willing? This is the main question. What do you want from this business, and what are you willing to do to get it? If you say, I want $1,000 a month, and you can achieve that, hey, I'm happy for you. $1,000 a month will change a lot of people's lives. If you say you want 2,000, I was telling you about this young man that I met at a school the other day, and he'd been looking for me for a year because he lost my information. I went into his place, I did a meeting, I ended up doing a meeting for like 6 people. He wants to wait till after Thanksgiving to get this thing going. He's pretty much already got it. Just 5 people. Well, see, as I'm doing this, I'm telling him, okay, your people that you're going to bring in, I did a video and email for him. I did a video email, and then I sent him this chart, and he understands it. I said, you got to run with this. You got to do it. There's people out there, they're starving, and if you don't know anybody that needs this business, then you're lucky. You're one of the fortunate ones that is really lucky. But I'm telling you, there's people everywhere that needs this. With that, I want to take one last thing and say, Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the United States and everybody in the world that's on here. See, because as I said, I believe every day is a blessing, every day is a Thanksgiving. Do we always eat the turkey and all the trimmings every day? No. But every day is a Thanksgiving day. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Eddie, and he can wrap it up and we can get out of here. Go ahead, Eddie.
Thanks so much, Ralph. Greatly appreciate it. Folks, after hearing Dunn and Ralph and if you can't understand what you have at your fingertips, take a look in the mirror and say, do I really want to succeed in this industry? Because Gene Johnson has created it. And not only is this opportunity fantastic in itself, but it's going to fund everything else that's occurring in Text Cash Network. It's going to create massive income in every compensation method available with Text Cash Network for you. But you have to take the wherewithal of yourself and make sure that you create your 5 sales, your 10, your 20, how many ever, but as little as 5. And then you have to become a coach, a tutor, a mentor, and understand, I want to dispel any rumors right now and tell you that if you do not coach, tutor, mentor, and bring your teams here, and if you don't stay with them and see that they succeed, your business will not grow as we're showing in the charts. Folks, the opportunity is at your doorstep. All you have to do is pick it up, nurture it, and watch it flourish. We've gone over our time limit just a little bit tonight, but folks, I think it was worth it. I want to thank Don Ezegio. I want to thank Ralph Anderson. I want to wish another happy birthday to Rach David. Folks, we'll be back Friday. at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring your prospects. Hey, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but like Ralph said, he's going to be networking. Talk to your friends, family, relatives. Get them on the presentation Friday. Let's help you create your success story for the upcoming year. Thanks for joining us, folks. Good night, and God bless.